Pats Nation is basically saying enough is enough.
Yeah.
Enough is a fucking enough. We need drastic changes. So I'm going to give you a proposal. Malik Cunningham, why not? I wrote this. I tweeted this out, and this shit got like over 2,000 likes. And I was a little surprised, but apparently people are so fed up with the situation, they're willing to try fucking anything. And at the second I even mentioned Malik Cunningham, they were like, yes. You have Will Greer, you have you have Zappy, which I don't think is the answer, and I think they know that also. And you have Malik Cunningham, and you have Will Greer, right? If Mac Jones has another terrible performance against the Raiders, do you bench Mac Jones and do you try out Malik Cunningham? And if you do bench Mac Jones, is it a permanent bench? Is it one of those things where like you're banished to Narnia, to the afterworld, to the Neverlands, to the wastelands? Do you go ahead and just go with one of those guys?
So this is ironic for me because if you see in the chat, people not aware of the chat, but I got in a chat a little bit ago where I defended Mac Jones City. I was like, you can't. I wasn't like super standing stone like, yo, he's great. I'm like, but you can't kind of just dismiss him for the season because we don't know.
I was there, Megan, but what's going on? So that one doesn't.
And I was messing with somebody. I was like, oh, Malik. I was like, you wanted Malik? Like he's not even he's on the practice squad, and now we're all asking for Malik. So. I think it's this. This is the two options I see. I don't think you bench Mac Jones because then you kill his trade value. If you put a practice squad guy over him, you have two options. If you want to go different quarterback, if you want to bring some excitement to this team again, if Mac has another dud, then I think you trade him. You give him a new start because that's what the problem is. I think
trade
for
him
Mac
for
Jones.
What though?
That's the thing.
What can you possibly? You say you.
But that's the same thing with Jalen. That's the Jalen Rager thing. You just gotta because you can still have hope. You can still have hope of it's just he needs a fresh start.
If he has another stinker, he's the only hope we have is that he can play in the CFL.
But Cunningham comes in, right, and he does better than Mac, then that kills like this. All those Mac excuses that we created, well, they're valid. Just become invalid.
If you don't bench him and play him for the rest of the year, and he stinks, more value for next year.
This is my proposal, though. Let him play it out at least to the trade deadline. I don't think he's gonna have duds throughout. I don't think he's gonna have to like. I think because the first two games he played, he wasn't great, but he also showed enough where you can see it wasn't really him. It was more the weapons and offensive line. These last two games were completely on. I feel like mostly on Mac Jones because he's missing guys. He's holding up ball. He's making stupid mistakes. He's making rookie mistakes throwing across the field twice. I think let him play until at least the trade deadline.
Why?
To see if he can at least have a couple good games. And if you do, if you want Malik to start, this
is how I'm going to reverse one of you. If he has a couple good games, they're not going to trade him. If Mac Jones has a couple of good games, why would you trade him? Let's say Mac Jones,
because he's not. Because then if that's the thing, you have to know now do you believe he's the guy or not?
But if he has a couple of good games, they're not going to trade him. I'm not
even saying wins. I'm saying just not messing up, constantly making rookie mistakes.
If he does that, let's say he goes back and looks kind of like he did against the Eagles.
Yes.
Or against the Dolphins.
I feel like you get a third or fourth. Yeah.
You're not going to trade him. They're not going to trade him because guess what? There aren't any available quarterbacks better than him to put on the field.
Including Cunningham, though, but Cunningham's just exciting.
Right. But I'm saying that they're not going to put those players over Mac.
You know what? I have a gut feeling. I have this gut feeling. I never had this feeling before. When people even brought it up in the past, I was like, no, it's not going to happen. I don't know if it was a dream or something, but I have this sick feeling that they're going to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, I just have this. I don't want it to happen. I don't, because I feel like that ship should sail. Like, he's an injury-prone quarterback who he's just not consistent enough. He's not a top 10 quarterback in the league. He's not enough. He doesn't have enough talent to uplift this roster when he's healthy. Never mind injured. But I have this sick feeling that they're gonna trade for Josh. I just have it in my gut. It's just a gut feeling.
If they trade for Jimmy G, I'm going to deactivate my page and go on a hunger strike. There's no fucking way that I'm going to.
Because think about it. But also, you talk about trade interest. Who would be interested in Mac? Who in the league would be interested in Mac Jones besides Josh McDaniels?
I don't think Jimmy G's on the trade market. I don't think he's on the trade market to be.
No, but I mean,
I
if
don't think.
they have an
Look,
interest.
listen. What we have to look at here is some realistic scenarios of why they wouldn't do certain moves.
Yeah.
I don't believe Josh McDaniels is in any hurry to get rid of Jimmy G. One,
He's on a hot seat though.
yeah, he's injured though.
No,
So
no, no, not Jimmy G. I'm talking about Josh McDaniels might
oh,
need
he
one
is.
drastic change because
Yeah,
I
but
need someone healthy now.
why would you get rid of Mac? Why would you get rid of a crap quarterback for another crap? You're trading.
Because he does it one crap it plays and one crap doesn't play.
You know what? They have Aiden O'Connell, who's a rookie, and he kind of looks like Mac Jones, honestly. Uh, why would you just fucking
Because you have better. So that's just the thing. Is Josh McDaniels believe in Mac Jones like he did his rookie season?
we don't know if Josh McDaniels believes in Mac Jones. If Josh McDaniels believed in Mac Jones, maybe he would have stayed.
No, I don't. I think I had coaching position, especially for Las Vegas. Like he took the coach
All
position,
right,
but then
so
he got
okay, so
Tom. Yeah,
obviously, yeah, that's a stretch, but
yeah.
we don't know if Josh McDaniels believed in Josh. And Josh McDaniels didn't draft Mac Jones. Josh
No, but you
McDaniels
think
was
he didn't
given
have
Mac.
any say? You didn't think he had
I do
any
not.
say?
I do not.
No.
If Josh McDaniels had say in the Patriots offense, you think they would have gotten one wide receiver in the last 4 years with N'Keal Harry? I
Yeah.
thought the same thing. I came into the season and said, man, now that Bill O'Brien is here, I bet you he's going to have more input and have more power in the draft room. And maybe when you know how Bill Belichick was interviewing all the wide receivers, he had
Zay
interviews with
Flowers thinks too
Zay
much.
Flowers, with
Yeah.
JSN. He had interviews with Quentin Johnson. He had interviews with just about all the if you look at all the wide receivers that were considered to be anywhere between the first and fourth rounds, Bill Belichick had interviews, some of them personal, up close and personal interviews with all of them. And guess what? He didn't take a single fucking wide receiver. He didn't. Josh McDaniels, he welcomed Mac Jones in and he played him and he gave him as much as he could opportunities to try to make him a best QB possible. But he's not. Mac Jones is not Josh McDaniels' guy. Just like Mac Jones played at Alabama. Bill O'Brien coached at Alabama as an offensive coordinator. Mac Jones is not Bill O'Brien's guy. Mac Jones is Bill Belichick's guy. And whether people tell me, "Oh, that's Kraft's guy," Kraft forced,
No, not
you know,
Kraft.
listen to me. I'm gonna say this one more fucking time for people in the back, for the people in the front, for everyone outside. Hey, people who are across the country. Kraft has no input or any ability or any say in anything that Bill Belichick fucking does. If that was the case, Tom Brady would have never left the fucking building because who forced him out was Bill Belichick, not Robert Kraft. None. Robert Kraft has absolutely zero input into anything that New England Patriots do because Bill Belichick runs the show. Bill Belichick runs the show, not Robert Kraft. So when people tell me, Robert Kraft basically forced Bill Belichick. No, he fucking did not. Bill Belichick just saw Mac Jones there, and he's like, you know what? I need a quarterback. This guy's sliding.
I think they did it
He
because
came
he
from
did a
Alabama.
Sabine connect.
He's,
Yeah, Sabine
he's
connection.
considered smart. He very, someone who's very
Pocket passer.
savvy, pocket passer. I'm gonna take Mac. That's Bill Belichick's guy. I'm telling you, if Mac Jones plays well, he's gonna stay right here. There's no other options.
Any QB you put in the system right now is not gonna be the best selves. A rookie quarterback, you're just gonna throw another rookie quarterback in here. You're gonna have another disaster because you don't have the offensive line, you don't have the wide receivers. You need to invest in that.
You need excitement.
Exactly.
You need excitement. You know what
That's
Malik
the only
Cunningham gives you?
excuse. That's the only excuse.
Right, but you know what Malik
Yeah.
Cunningham brings you? He brings you excitement. You know what Malik? You talking about Robert Kraft being an investor and liking people in the seats. You know what's going to bring people in the seats? Excitement. You know what excitement means? Is someone other than Mac Jones.
But it's gonna get old. It's gonna go because it's not gonna work because in 2 games it's gonna be.
It's only gonna get old until you get the number one pick. If let's say they're absolutely trash with every single person they put on the team. Let's say they put in Malik Cunningham, he stinks. Mac Jones continues to stink. Will Greer stinks. At one point, you're gonna run out of games to play, and when you're gonna look back in the season, you're gonna be like, fucking what? Let's say they're 3-13 or 5-12 or whatever the fucking record you want. You're gonna end up with a top 10 pick now, and we can get excited again. Guess what?
Take a safety.
There's a bunch of great players. We can go out there and draft our Division III guard from Chattanooga State, and we're gonna fucking roll on. I don't know what's going to happen this season. But this is the first year that I can remember where I literally see them as a top 3 pick.